Hello Facebook people, I'm Konstantinos, and today we're going to answer the question, should you test with CBO or ABO? First of all, I would like to clarify that before we go deeper to the subject, we are going to do whatever is working on your ad account. If ABO single ad set is working for you, do even in a clothing store this. What I'm trying to say here is based on theory what's going to work, and theory never wins against reality. In reality, you're going to do what's working on your ad account. But if you're struggling with single ad set ABO and you're having a clothing store, maybe you should try a crazy method, maybe you should try a CBO with more ad sets, interest, and all of that. Whatever is going to work for you. This is why we analyze all of these different strategies so that you can have different tools to use in order to make it work for your ad account. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my Facebook ads course. It took me 6 months of video editing everything and 3 months of video shooting. And because of that, I have created the best Facebook ad course in the world. Inside, you're going to find super advanced information, but information also for beginners. It takes you by the hand in order to teach you how to do Facebook ads from the beginner level to super advanced level. It has inside Loom videos from cost caps, speed caps, Loom videos from CBO, ASC optimization. It has chosen 5 sessions, inner circle sessions, and it has a lot of theory with whiteboard, also strategies that are working all of these years, things that I have developed, things that I know that they are working because I have spent millions and millions on the platform. Currently, I'm spending between 5 and 10 million every month, sometimes it's even more, across 30 accounts, and I have access to many more. So I know what is currently working and all the latest trends, and this is what I'm doing inside the course. I'm showing you live ad accounts with real spend and what is working right now. And if you want, you can click the link below, you can go and you can check some videos that I have open free for you so that you can check if you like the course or not and decide if you want to buy it or not. I will see you there. Now, to the previous subject, we have discussed that if you're having a clothing store and you're selling different items, most likely you need to go for different hot pockets. So I'm always trying to test over there with CBO. Again, if ABO single ad set is working, I'm going to follow that. But still, in theory, it makes more sense to go for different hot pockets for the jeans, different hot pockets for that. And it's not like we're selling true classic t-shirts over here that they're having the concept that fat people like me, for example, they need to wear the t-shirt so that their wife is going to look at them, that they're beautiful and whatever. So True Classic has a different angle and it's selling with angles basically. And when you're having a clothing store and you are selling with designs, the thing that you have to do over there, I think it's more safer to do hot pockets, CBO, and of course you need to know how to optimize the CBO. But again, at the end of the day, I think it's a safer route, and this is what I'm seeing working across ad accounts for the people that they're having a clothing store. So the model in this kind of stores, in order for you to overcome the thresholds, the daily loop theory and all of that, is that you're trying to scale with different countries and number of products. You're not trying to scale with different angles. There's no point for me, for example, in this t-shirt to do the work that True Classic is doing and not go for another t-shirt, maybe another jean, trousers, whatever this is going to be, and try to scale like this. And this is how some clothing stores are actually behaving. In the case that you're having another store that is completely different, and for example, you're selling something for joint paints, for example, over there you need to have different angles for older people, different angles for athletes, different angles for this and that and that. And this is what is going to help you scale more by targeting more people, by doing over there ABO with ad sets inside that they're just going to try to attack different people. Most of the times I'm trying to do a single ad set CBO or ABO in these stores, and I'm trying to have many ads because we need many ads to attack all of these different angles, but I'm going to try to scale with angles. I'm not going to try to scale with hot pockets or the number of the products, because maybe it's one product or a few products that are just attacking a specific need. In the previous example, as you can understand, the need for clothing is not something that it's strong. Everybody is going to have clothes, you know. The need to eat every day, it's not going to be sold just because it's food, okay? We have supermarkets for that. If you want to sell something for food, for example, maybe you need to go with different angles and just show the whole recipe, for example, and all the items that somebody needs to have in order to execute the recipe and actually create the recipe that they see on the website. This is, by the way, another very good way to increase your AOV for smaller stores that they are selling, for example, this item, this item, this item, and if somebody goes and buys just one, it's a problem. They are doing a bundle of products by just showing a recipe on how it's being executed, of course, and just as an idea and concept. So they are selling with different angles. They are not trying to cover the angle of food. They are trying to cover the angle of finding another recipe, maybe Mediterranean food, whatever that is going to be. On the side that we are having different clothes and we're just giving the need for people to have clothing, we are going to actually scale with more products, more designs, and all of that. So we are very clear. You are going to test both ways and see which one is better for you. ABO optimization is much easier. CBO optimization is a little bit more difficult. Cost caps is a nightmare, and it's another thing for more scaling. But at the end of the day, I want you to understand that you should use whatever is working on your ad account. And here we're talking about theory, what makes sense. It doesn't mean necessarily that this is something that's going to work on your ad account. So work with whatever is working. If you're starting now and you want to start from something and you don't know what makes sense to do CBO or ABO, in my opinion, you should just see the video and understand in which category you fall in and just follow the steps. Again, if it's not going to work for you with CBO, try also ABO, try the opposite again, and try to see what's going to work for you. But at the end of the day, this is what I wanted to share today on how I just see how I'm going to do my initial tests, my initial ideas on what strategy I'm going to follow on each store based on what they're selling and how they can actually scale. A lot of people are asking about this, so I wanted to make a video about it. Also, it's just going to be a little bit more relaxed videos until we go at the end of the year, after a crazy Black Friday week and all the results we have. All of us, we need to relax a little bit, calm, a little bit constrain ourselves from these huge scalings that were done during the Black Friday week. And don't forget that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, of course, which is going to be on discount until the end of the year. You can check inside there all of the different strategies, the things that you're going to use, things that are going to help you scale, of course, by not losing in profits and just spending more in meta without making profits, like the daily loop theory and all of that. More concepts, more theory, more actual Loom videos of optimization of CBO and ABO that you're going to need, especially in your testing, budgeting, how you're going to budget, how you're going to scale, when you're going to scale, and if it's going to be successful or not. All of these things are inside the course. It's the best meta ads course in the world at the end of the day. You can see all of the reviews from the people that have completed it, and I can tell you that everybody is happy. We have 0 refunds, basically. I also have my mentorship program, Chosen 5. It was full until now. Maybe at the start of the year there are going to be spots. I'm waiting for your messages, and until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.